Fans, this is Brian at edisonpen.com. As promised, I wanted to give a quick follow-up to my Collier blog post from yesterday. First of all, I know I got a lot of emails from people saying happy birthday to Andrew. Andrew turned 6 yesterday, and it was nice to knock off a little bit early. We had a really nice dinner and followed it up with some fun at an arcade. So we have 50 family members coming over tomorrow. So as if the DC Pen Show wasn't crazy enough last weekend, this weekend we're in preparation for a huge party. So I'm going to look forward to Sunday, take a nap and relax a little bit. I want to make everybody aware as well. I feel that I probably don't do enough video blogs on my website. So what I'm going to get into doing, I literally have lots and lots and lots of topics that I'd like to cover with everybody. Some of them are promotional for Edison. Some of them are just good tips on fountain pens. For instance, you know, I have an excellent method for flushing a pen that I use every day. You know, since I'm tuning pens on a regular basis, I have this certain method that I like to use to flush pens. I think that's a great topic for a blog post, and I should be doing that. I have a lot of other things. Literally, I've been compiling a list. So what I'm going to do is, there's going to be a Friday video blog from now on at the Edison Pen Company. Whether it's something about my products or whether it's something about fountain pens in general, just as a tip to kind of help everyone along, I think it's probably a beneficial thing. So I know the reason that I haven't been doing a lot of video blogs is that I've just been really stacked with orders and busy with production. And but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that on Fridays at the end of the day, I'm going to allot some time every week for a video blog, and this will be the first one. So the topic of this will be details on the Collier. Like I said, it was announced just yesterday. The pen, you know, you guys have already seen the photos of the pen, so I won't put those up on this video, but I do have a comparison photo. The pen itself is 6 inches long capped. It's actually a touch less than 6 inches long capped, and then without the cap, there's no nib on this, but if I had a nib on this, from the tip of the nib to the end of the barrel is 5 1/4 inches. The pen does not post. I designed it specifically that way. I really didn't want to put a bunch of dramatic taper on this. I loved the shape of the barrel, and I didn't want to alter it just so that this would post. So if you're into posting pens, this really might not be one for you. Look instead to the Morgan, the Premier, the Herald, the Glenmont, the Hudson. Those pens post really well. The pens that don't post at all, that you would see from the Edison Pen Company, would be the Collier, the 76, the Mina. All of the rest post in one way or another, unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure of that. So right now I'll put up a comparison photo that you can take a look at. It will be, the Collier will be the 4th one from the left. It'll be Hudson, Premier, Huron, Collier, Morgan, Herald, Pearl, and Mina. Now I know that you're not going to remember that, so if you're watching this on YouTube, maybe go over to my blog where I'll have this photo and I'll have them all listed in order. So here's the photo that I'm referring to. And now one thing that I did want to cover that I like about the material that I chose, especially the antique marble, is that it does have some really, really neat translucent properties. This antique marble, now I'll cover the others, but I wanted to cover the antique marble first when it comes to how translucent it is. This material comes to me actually a little bit more expensive than what most of my pen materials do. Now the reason is that instead of made in one complete cast of the resin, it's actually layered. So what they do is, when they make this material, if you could look at a cross section of this, you're going to see black lines going all the way through it in this direction, upwards. So the base material is this nice translucent amber, and when they make this, they layer on black, then they layer on amber, then they layer on black, then they lay on amber. So what you get is this effect of black lines that are going through translucent amber in this direction. So when you look at the pen like this, you're going to see, especially up to the light, you're going to see a translucent section and you'll see through the pen. However, if you rotate it in this direction so that the black lines are going vertically, then you really don't see much at all through the pen. So I think this is a real interesting material, and I'll post some photographs here. Again, you'll see these on the website as well, of me holding this pen up to a pretty bright light. And then I'll also show you the silver marble and also the persimmon swirl. You'll notice that those two, the silver marble is a bit translucent. You'll see the threads through the pen, but you probably won't see the converter. The persimmon swirl really is not that translucent hardly at all. So here's these photos. So I think you notice by seeing those that the antique marble is definitely translucent, but the really neat effect is it's translucent in one area, but not so translucent in another. And I think that's a really neat type of pearlized effect. So anyways, that is some more details on the Collier. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If you take a look at the retailers, you'll see all the specifications for the pen. You know, I gave you the length. If you want to see the width, even more details, you know, gouletpens.com. Richard Binder, again, he's on vacation, but he'll be back very soon. And Gold Spot Luxury Gifts, they do have the pens up, and the specifications are there. Okay, everybody take care and have a good weekend.